you guys, man. I'm just like you, getting ready to. Are you packed, by the way?
I am. I'm packed. I'm ready to go. Are you packed, Chris? Are you packed?
Absolutely not. I'm a last minute packer. It stresses me out right until I leave.
You mean you don't have people who pack for you, Chris? You don't have.
You have people that pack
Of
for
course
you?
not. Get out of here. I'm just.
His people are named Susie.
Stop it. That's absurd. That is absurd. How dare you?
Pack his outfits. They put a little outfit bags within the bag.
She's got like a bag marked Wednesday,
Excuse me.
Thursday, Friday,
Yeah,
Saturday.
that's how Rich gets dressed.
You
Not
know
me.
what?
I just throw a bunch of stuff in a suitcase and figure
You
it
all
out.
realize I'm sitting here, right?
Oh, hey, sorry, didn't see you there. Sorry, my
Hey,
bad.
how you doing, Chris Long?
Hey, Chris Long.
Hey guys,
What's up,
hell?
buddy? Let's party.
will I see you tomorrow night?
You sure will. I'll be
Okay,
there.
good.
Yeah.
Good.
I've got my outfit all picked out and packed for me.
Nice, good job.
I've got my Wednesday night outfit. I've got my Thursday NFL honors
Thursday
outfit.
day, Thursday evening.
Thursday evening. What
You
shoes are
guys,
you bringing,
man.
Rich?
I envy you. I envy the way your mind probably works. Mine, yeah, it's chaos.
You just throw it in. All right. When you go to a Super Bowl city, what memories hit you from your playing days in this big game, Chris?
Man, there's so much that's running through your head the whole week. I think for me, having waited 8 years to even be in the playoffs, and then year 9 kind of waking up in the Super Bowl. I remember getting to Houston where we played the Falcons in that 28-3 game, and just got in the hotel room, and you just can't wait to get to the hotel. Like when you're on the road in the NFL with all the traveling and, the week of practice and just like I need tickets, I need this, I need that. Everybody's like on you. And it's even worse in the playoffs. But like once you get there, you just want to lay down on your bed. It's like quiet for a second before you go to meetings or whatever it is. And if anybody's traveled before, you kind of know what I'm talking about. But I remember laying on the bed and getting no peace. Like it just did not feel like I was alone. Like I had any time. You could hear the people in the lobby. You could hear the people outside. You could hear helicopters. Like I just felt like we were in a fishbowl for the entire week. And like I think the biggest outside the white lines, the biggest battle going on is like how you can get a group of very routine oriented players to feel like they're still in their routine on a week where nothing is normal. Like every night there's a different party that people are inviting you to go to. I was like a guy who wanted to be in bed early, and that was a real pain in the ass. Like, this person's in town, this person wants to get a minute with you. And then, right down to Friday night, getting ready for the game, watching film, and somebody's like, hey, you've got a team party. The owner's putting it on. I'm like, what are we here for? So I think the biggest struggle is just trying to stay locked in and in a routine where you feel like things are normal, because your rest is so important at this point in the season. Treatment, everybody's hurt, and you're not getting a great week of practice at the University of Minnesota or whatever it is, the University of Houston. Not to say those aren't wonderful facilities, but you want to be in your routine and they take you out of it. So it's just all about trying to be in the moment, have fun, enjoy it, but stay in your routine.
Yeah, and I spoke to Andy Reid last Friday. He says he's using the same routine that he did the first time he took the Eagles to the Super Bowl in the back-to-back years for New England. And he's using the same thing, and it helps to have Nick Sirianni do it again, and the Eagles are back again just 2 years later. And now you've got somewhat of a routine of these teams playing each other. They played each other in that Super Bowl. They played each other last regular season. They're playing each other now in this Super Bowl. So I guess the routine will land on Sunday in the Superdome. What do you think this all comes down to, Chris? Super Bowl 59 comes down to what? Do you think?
I think it's a game where it's hard to boil it down to one thing, but Saquon Barkley is the big difference from the last time these teams played. I also think the Eagles have a lot better personnel on defense. Like, there's been some issues that they've fixed, certainly in the secondary and the linebacker, and so I think that makes it a lot of fun. I think it comes down to, if I was going to go like something boring that people might not think about, it's the Eagles secondary playing off of stacks and bunches and sorting crossers and all the very like basic things that Kansas City does with such efficiency. You saw it down the stretch in the Buffalo game. when you had to get those guys off the field, are you able to, and I think they can man up, but in situations, whether you're manning up or you're zone match, like not getting caught in traffic, I think it's also finding out where they want to line up Travis Kelce. Because the thing I just mentioned, the type of defense the Eagles play, you can line up him up where you want and try to get the matchup you want. So I think it's that chess match. And then on the other side of the ball, it's middle pressure, for the Chiefs, trying to disrupt Jalen Hurts, make him hold the ball, take away the first read, and obviously stop Saquon Barkley. That's the number one thing. Hearing Cam Jurgens is coming back for this game, is going to be fine for this game, is a big deal. Because if you're not right in the middle, you're going to have a hard time against this group. So Chris Jones he feels inevitable in these games, man. So those guys have their work cut out for them. But if the Chiefs can't stop the run, it's going to be really hard for them. I think they have the better quarterback, the better head coach, and that's not taking anything away from, Nick or Jalen, but it really doesn't matter at the end of the game. The best team wins, and I feel like the Eagles have a better roster. So it's a lot of pressure to put on the coach and the quarterback, but as long as they take care of business, that involves everything I just talked about, both sides of the ball for the coach and obviously for Jalen, taking care of the football and kind of making sure that he's going the right place with the football, because one mistake, as we saw in the last game, whether it's a fumble or a pick, can really cost you.
Yeah, I mean, the Eagles doubled their Jalen's and added a Saquon from the last Super Bowl, and that potentially could be enough. So I'm trying to sift through this since we don't have our usual length of time, and we'll talk to you about Smirnoff in a second. Who are you taking? I'm trying to figure out who you're taking from that
Rich,
reasoned
You're gonna have to
analysis.
wait a little bit longer.
Come
It's
on.
what is it, Tuesday? I came on just to deny you the satisfaction, Rich. You can break this out on the internet. Put me in a breakout video picking against X team. I don't have honestly, this is as evenly matched a Super Bowl as I can remember. I remember last year thinking, it's the Chiefs, but I think later in the week, as I jot some more notes down, I'll be able to give you a final score.
Okay.
I don't have one right now.
Okay. So you think the Chiefs get the three-peat? That would be.
Did I say that?
I think, did he say that?
Yeah, but Chris, are you going to have bigger numbers in the score or lower numbers? I just can't. I'm just wondering. I'm just curious.
Now that I feel a little bich more. Here's why I think lower numbers. Because I could be dead wrong, and this is why I don't like giving picks out on a Tuesday. And for the record, I didn't give Rich a pick. He just tried to extract one from me. But I think I do think if the Chiefs play this game the way they want to play it, and I have no reason to think they won't be able to dictate some of the terms. Like, they want to possess the football and go on long drives. That's what they do. Vic's going to make them drive the field, right? I think they're going to come out and say, hey, like, we are, 17 and we're 1,000,001 in one-score games. Like, let's keep this game close. We know how to win them. I think if the scoring gets going, it's going to be hard for Kansas City to keep up a little bit, which is a crazy thing to say. But, like, the Eagles' defense is much different than the defense that they played last week against Buffalo. So I kind of think it's one of those deals where the Chiefs will try to keep this game lower scoring. And if they do that, I think they have a good chance. But if the scoring gets going, I have a hard time imagining that if the Eagles are scoring, they're going to be able to stop them late in the game because of this run offense.
All right, I guess I should have plied you with Smirnoff, the official vodka of the NFL, before asking you for your pick. What are you doing with Smirnoff this week, Chris Long? What are you doing?
Well, I'm doing the longest tailgate. The longest tailgate, where Smirnoff is setting up like a 60-foot like flatbed, and we've got like Chef David Rose cooking up jambalaya. He's like a celebrity chef. We're gonna be doing the Green Light Pod. It's gonna be the longest Green Light Pod ever. And boy, is that saying something?
Yes, it is.
Somewhere in that podcast, you'll get my pick. But
Okay.
yeah, no,
It's your
there's room
content.
for everybody. Rich, there's room there for you. There's room for everybody, no matter what team you're rooting for. Longest podcast, longest tailgate, and it's 201 Canal Street. There it is. RSV to be there, and it's going to be awesome. Smirnoff.com for more information. Excited to work with Smirnoff at LIX. I don't even know what are we saying?
That's
Is
59.
it LIX or
Yeah,
59?
Super Bowl 59. I mean, we're not in Rome, so it's all good. Super Bowl
But
59.
have you noticed everybody's trying to push like we got to say the Roman numerals?
I don't know what it is. I don't know. People are just, I guess, when in Rome, I have no idea, bro. But I might need some Smirnoff in the middle of my 8.5 hours on Sunday.
No way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you want to send some over to the Superdome? I might need some.
Yeah, I'll send it over on a flatbed. When we're done with the flatbed, we'll send it over.
I don't know how far 201 Canal Street is from.
Who are you guys picking?
Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. He didn't. I mean, come on.
Oh no! I don't get
him.
to know your pick.
No, Chris, I will tell you my pick. I will tell you my pick.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, don't do
All
it.
right, I'll tell you tomorrow night.
There
How
you
about
go.
that?
Yes, at the.
Yeah, tomorrow night we'll get each other.
New Heights. Okay, very
Chris,
good.
I'm a Cowboys fan, so you could probably guess where I'm leaning.
I know where you're leaning.
Yeah, tune in to Rich Eisen Show Friday for picks. You know, it's only just 3 hours. Smirnoff.com to learn more about the longest tailgate.